Guys, what's good? It's your boy Phil. Today we're gonna talk about One Punch Man. Listen, I have been playing Elden Ring for so fucking long this past week. I think the last video I dropped actually was a whole week ago. That's how hard I've been grinding Elden Ring. So I apologize for that. The game is it's just really good. It's just really fucking good. But today we're gonna talk about One Punch Man. We're gonna talk about chapter 159. The latest chapter in the One Punch Man series. Cool chapter, short chapter. It felt short to me, that's for damn sure. But there's some nice little neat things I'd like to talk about in this chapter for sure. Specifically Garou, since obviously Garou was the main guy in the chapter. It all revolved around him for sure. I know there's redraws out. I haven't got to reading them yet. I'll do that when I can. But that's interesting. That's interesting that there's redraws out. I wonder what kind of chapters and what kind of new content, or if there is any new content in the new redraws there is. So I'll get around to those when I do. Once I fucking beat Elden Ring. But this chapter was cool. This chapter was chill. There's some cool things in there. Nice, good stuff. There's also some things I would like to talk about what's possibly going on in the back, because there's still a lot of action going around in the back of One Punch Man. But Sage Centipede getting fucking chopped by my boy Garou is definitely a big deal. It's definitely a big deal. So we're going to talk about that. We're going to see what's going down with that. And yeah, that's about it. Without further ado, let's do this shit. So very quickly, there's a few things in the beginning of the chapter that's worth talking about, and that's what my boy Pig God and Amai Mask, that whole confrontation. Kind of important, because it's okay, so this has to do with a lot of shit. First off, Amai Mask. Last time we saw that dude, I should say, he got wrecked. He got absolutely wrecked by Fear Ugly. And he got destroyed. He got bodied. And it's good to see he's healed up and all that shit, which is nice, but that's the last time we saw him. And he's also been involved with a lot of the redraws, so that's why I'm curious to see what these redraws are all about. And see if that changes the arc, I guess, of my boy Amai Mask, what his path is looking like in the Monster Association. Because it's changed quite a bit over the entirety of this arc. So I want to get in those redraws for sure and see what's up with him, but he's here now, which is nice, and this leads me to believe that Super S is probably on the way at some point in the future, right? That's what I'm probably thinking. I think that's what a lot of us are probably thinking. But it's cool to see him, and we'll see if he gets some action. He probably will. I mean, he's probably one of the heroes that are the freshest right now, because I've talked about this a lot, how we're running out of heroes, and we're running out of monsters as well. So it's cool to see Amai Mask back into the scene, because he could fight, right? He could do some shit. You saw he had his little jeans fucked up, and his bare ass was showing. Yeah, he's here. He's cool. And cool to see him and what happens in the future with him. So stay tuned for Amai Mask action. But for me, the more interesting character in this sequence is my fucking boy Pig God, right? Skinny, nice, fucking 28 inseam waist. My dude is skinny. He is here. He's chomping on fucking gums, and he's trying to get back his energy, I guess, his fat energy and all that shit. So cool to see him. This presumably means that Tank Top Master is okay, because if you recall, that's the whole situation where Pig God was used. Fubuki needed my boy Pig God's energy, I guess, or like his fat to heal Tank Top Master. Yeah, weird shit going on there, that's for sure. So that's cool. That apparently means he's good, so maybe we'll see him next chapter, who knows. But Pig God is out here eating. He's out here eating my boy Gums, and presumably he'll be coming back as well. So this is a good chapter. Because we +2 on the hero side. We +2 with my boy Amai Mask and Pig God, which is interesting. And obviously with Amai Mask, there's this idea, this theory going around that Amai Mask might have encountered the fake blast that Tatsumaki encountered earlier. That the fake blast was actually the blast that was in his flashback, if you recall. So that's an interesting conversation. I don't know how valid it is, but I like to think about that shit. So that's a good shout. That's a good shout for sure. But those two. They're there. They're chilling. They're doing their thing. Presumably Pig God will be back and he'll do something. And same with Amai Mask. I don't know what's gonna happen. I saw a lot of people shouting out for the Amai Mask versus Garou fight. Listen, I don't know if that's gonna happen. I think Garou's too fucking strong, bro. I think he's way too damn strong. Garou just chopped Sage. Do you see what he did to Sage Centipede? He screwed him up, bro. He's chopped right down the center, bro. So yeah, I don't know if that has any. I don't know about that one, bro. I don't know about that one at all. But hey, I've been wrong before. So let's get into the Sage Centipede versus Garou finale. As my boy Garou strikes right down the center like an X-Acto knife straight through Sage Centipede. Pretty cool, pretty badass. I really didn't expect it to go that quickly. I didn't think Sage Centipede was gonna get dropped that quickly, but he did. So that's good. The Metal Bat and Garou team up ended just like that. It lasted like 2 chapters, but it was great. It was a great 2 chapters. Metal Bat is knocked out. I'm pretty sure he's done for the rest of the arc, which fair play to him. He was in the hospital like a day ago, so not even a day, like a few hours ago, so fair play to him. And Garou's out here, and he's taking down shit one by one by one by one. I honestly don't know, besides Saitama, of course, where do we rank this guy Garou now? He's strong, bro. He's a strong ass dude. He just took down Sage Centipede, which presumably was a really high level enemy, right? So it's crazy how strong this guy Garou is progressing, and it seems like he's not done. It seems like he's still not done yet, which is absolutely insane. He has his Godslayer fist now. He's chopping shit. It's not really a fist. It's more like a chop, but hey, I'm here for it. He's really strong. He's really, really, really strong. So I honestly don't know what's next for my boy Garou. Like, I don't know. I really don't. Like, like I said earlier, we're running out of monsters. Is Evil Natural Water gonna, like, come back and survive the One Punch, and then they'll have to team up against that? Probably not. I don't know. I think God is the next thing, bro. I really do. I mean, I'm kind of stumped. So obviously, Sage Centipede has some inherent connection to Orochi, right? He had the core and all that shit, and there's a lot of talk about whether Orochi was Sage Centipede or Sage Centipede was Orochi. How are those two connected? I threw out the idea that I forgot what I said. Honestly, I'll be real with you. Too much Elden Ring, but if I had to say right now, I really hope Orochi's still around, man. I'd kind of be a little sad if Orochi just dies like that, especially with the redraws, giving him that new form and getting rid of his old form. I'd be a little blue. I'd be a little blue if we didn't get to see that old new Orochi form, the fucking condensed Orochi. That's what I'm talking about. And obviously, Psychos is still doing Psycho stuff. We don't know when she's going to come back. Presumably, she'll come back in this arc, maybe. Who knows? But yeah, Orochi. I don't want to talk about Orochi too much because he hasn't been in a chapter for ages now. But I'm still hoping, and I know a lot of you guys are too, that Orochi's still alive. But he might not be. Sage Centipede might have been Orochi. Who knows? But that's that encounter. We know that Garou's strong as fuck now. The question is, what's next? What's next for my boy? I would probably, if I was a betting man, I'd probably say God is next. I don't know if I don't know if Amai Mask is gonna fight Garou, and I really can't think of any other heroes who would probably like fight Garou next. So I'm saying God. I think I'm saying it's God time, baby. I think so. I think it's God time. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe something else happens. But that's what I'm leaning towards. And I wouldn't mind if we got some side action shit going on now. I feel like we've been in the hot zone for One Punch Man for a while now, with crazy shit happening chapter after chapter after chapter. So I wouldn't be surprised if we ease off for a little bit and we go into some more chill shit, maybe revolving around Amai Mask or Pig God or somebody else, right? Or King or whoever else is there, right? But you know what? Pedal to the metal, baby. Maybe we do get another fire chapter coming up. Who knows? But that's it. That's all I really got to say about 159. Really short chapter. Pretty chill. Good stuff there for sure. A lot of things to think about for sure about what's happening in the future for One Punch Man. I'm going to get these redraws. I'm going to read them soon to see what they're all about. And that'll be interesting. We'll see how the narrative changes from these redraws, because some of the redraws are big. Some of the redraws you really have to check out for sure, especially if you haven't read the old parts of One Punch Man in a while. Some of them you gotta read, bro. You gotta read them. You gotta read them. Sorry. But guys, that's the video. That's all I gotta say really about this chapter. Let me know down below what you think about this chapter. What are some of your thoughts, theories, ideas, predictions, all that bullshit. Let me know down below. And as always, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.